This is Frekhtman, a New York City personal injury trial attorney. And today I wanted to comment on your comments. The most frequent comment that we get on this channel is, how much am I going to get? People ask us that, you ask us that, but sometimes you don't provide enough information for us to really answer it. And so the question is, everyone should get what they deserve, right? A lot of lawyers put that in their marketing. But what do you deserve? And how do you know if it's fair and reasonable, if it's adequate compensation? Well, the way to really find out is to answer simple questions. Let us know where it happened, meaning the city, like it happened in New York City or it happened in Los Angeles, California. Because if we don't know where, it's hard for us to comment on the value because different places have different values. And in fact, if you're looking for an attorney and you tell us where, we may be able to partner with a local lawyer and give you the best representation in your city, which is a great benefit for you. Number two, how did it happen? A lot of times people just say, I was in an accident. Well, it's not really enough. In fact, one person today, he said, I was in an accident and there's a $50,000 policy and also $1 million policy, but he didn't say which one was at fault. Like, for example, if the $50,000 car rear-ended the $1 million car who was stopped at a red light, well, then it doesn't matter that the car had $1 million, right? He stopped at a red light doing nothing wrong. So let us know how it happened. Is it a rear end? Is it a trip and fall because of a raised sidewalk? Is it something else? That's very, very important. And number three, what happened? Let us know what happened in terms of, the damages. How did this impact your life? Tell us, I had a torn knee with surgery. I had a herniated disc, but I'm not getting any treatment. Or I have a herniated disc in my lumbar and I need a fusion surgery. Because knowing what happened to you and what all the harms and losses are will help us obtain more compensation for you. And even if we're not going to take the case, right? Even if you just want a consultation. For example, you're in Michigan and we don't know anybody in Michigan. We actually do, but let's just, for this example, let's say we don't. And you have a lawyer and you're happy with your lawyer, but you just want a consultation, like a second opinion. If you answer all these questions, we'd be happy to just give you, a very rough estimate, just like off the top of my head, what I think it's worth. And then if you wanted me to, I could, give you a second opinion from a local attorney in Michigan. And that's why we put our cell phone in the description. You can text us, you can call us. We can't get back to everybody all at once because we do have legal work to do, but we will try to get back to you quickly, and we'll try to, give you a lawyer that will help you if you're not happy with your existing lawyer. If you are happy with your existing lawyer, that's great. If you just want a little bit of advice, that's fine too. So I think that the other major point in terms of value and putting a number on what something is worth and what a case will end up either settling for or what a jury will allow for in a verdict after a trial, right? The big factor there is it's not really an exact science. It's not mathematical. So it's not like if I say, oh, I had a case in Austin, Texas, and I got rear-ended and I have a herniated disc and it's, let's say $1 million policy. I can't say, you're going to get $457,634.83. I mean, I could say that, but it's just nonsense, right? You don't know. And in fact, a lot of it, if you watched our other videos, are all the intangibles, because it's about the human losses, right? It's about like, how has this impacted you? Maybe you used to play with your child, you used to play baseball. Now you can't play baseball anymore. Your child is crying in a corner because his father can't throw him the baseball. But that's really impactful. That could be the swaying factor that sways a jury, and then the jury's going to give you $1 million. But if you don't have that story, or maybe if you're just like, not likable, not positive, maybe you're very negative and you're always like complaining and depressed, and jury might not like that, and they might give you only like $75,000 for the same case. So it's like comparing apples to oranges. So you never can know. So all these numbers that we give are all estimates and they're all approximations, just for your understanding. It's just like, if you have two people that have the same medical condition, right? One goes to one doctor, let's say in New York City, and another one goes to another doctor in Los Angeles. They could have different outcomes depending on the patient, depending on the doctor. You can't ever, it's not an exact science. It's not so mathematical that, we know all these numbers in our head. So I just wanted to make that clear. Some of the questions are like, hey, what am I gonna get? Like exactly, and nobody, I can give you an estimate, but nobody knows for sure. So I hope this has been helpful, but I think that, answering these questions will really help us dive deeper. And we can, maybe we can put up like a Calendly link and do like a consult. I give giving that number because I'm happy to like text with you, get a little bit more information. But when I text, I always ask the same questions. I ask, what are the facts? Like, tell me what happened so I could, almost like I'm watching it on a movie. Like if I'm doing the Netflix and chill and I'm on my couch and I'm just watching it, like your case, I'm watching it on a movie. Tell me what happened so I could watch it like on a movie. Then I could tell you much more, right? Because if you just say I had an accident, well, that's too vague. Where did it happen? Just the city and state. You don't have to give me the streets. I don't know every street in America, obviously. How it happened. Is it a rear end? Is it a trip and fall? Is it a med mal? Whatever it is, how it happened. And then the what being what happened to you and what are your injuries, what are your harms and losses. Sometimes people have what are known as forever injuries that, they're just lifelong pain, forever injuries. And sometimes it's bad, it's debilitating, like somebody has a torn meniscus and they need surgery, but after 6 months, after a year, it gets better and they're running again, So those are still worth something, sure, because they had a arthroscopic surgery, but they're not worth as much as the forever injuries. So I hope this has been helpful, and we look forward to your comments, and we look forward to responding to your comments and answering your questions, because that's what it's all about. It's all about you and helping people. Okay, have a great day, everyone, and we'll talk to you very soon.